What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about 3 training that I recommend to all Madden 22 Ultimate Team users. I don't care if you have a Cowboys theme team, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. This is Ezekiel Elliott for the Gridiron Forge 2. He kind of serves a lot of different purposes. I'm going to go over first. I'm going to show you the card. I'm going to give you all the information about it. I told you guys that I would try him out and see what he's about. His base card, does he move well? All that stuff? Yes, he does. But is he worth it at a time right now where it's very, very hard to actually get training? No, because he's 2,500 off the rip. Now, if you're a Cowboys theme team, the first thing I want to do is say I feel sorry for you. But after we do that, you know what? We'll make it easier. Let's just go to the team and go to Cowboys, because he should pop up right there. All right, so look, getting back to what I was saying, I feel sorry for you if you are a Cowboys fan, but even though you guys are playing well, I just don't know what's going to happen in the next couple months. But we'll see what happens, bro. I will apologize to every Cowboy fan if Dak takes him to the next level, which means winning a couple playoff games. I will just say, look, guys, I'm sorry. I'll come up, bro. I'll come right here on this channel and apologize to all of you. But it's just something about it where it's just like, yo, you know what? Even with Trayvon Diggs being the best ball hawk and all that stuff, something just always goes on. But you know what? Jerry Jones did make right with Jimmy Johnson, so maybe the curse has been lifted. But either way, we don't have to worry about that. Let me show you what's going on right here. After you go through the Gridiron Forge 2, you're going to get this card. It's 80 stars. It's very, very simple to get the 80, but if you want to fully max out the entire thing, a lot of those later challenges are made by the devil. So just be careful with it. So let's take a look at what's going on. Right now, when you power him up, he would go to a 90. If you don't have a strategy card for halfbacks, it's very, very hard to get speed in the halfbacks. So if you're a Cowboys theme team and you're a full Cowboys theme team, you can get him to a whopping 92 speed right now. Okay? If you had the the strategy cards and you're a halfback maniac and you want to put the speed to the halfback, you could get him up to a possibly a 94. I don't know how many people though are gonna go that route with a halfback speed card. It just doesn't make any sense. But if you're that type of person, you want to run the ball every snap and you don't care, that would work for you. But I just want to make sure everybody understands there are a lot of other running backs that you can utilize. The only thing that's kind of weird about the card is that it gives you that Cowboys chemistry ×2, right? So if you're a Cowboys theme team, this may not apply to you because you want as much of the theme team possible for those buckets with the Cowboy, obviously the star, as you can get. So that would work for you. For me, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna either be the Raiders or the Niners. I'm really leaning toward the Niners. That's why I'm staying where I'm at right now, because there's a lot of cards that's gonna come out, including Ricky Jackson, that's just gonna wreak havoc for the entirety of the year. So I'm just really staying put right now. But if you are a Cowboy theme team, it might not be in your best interest to do this, because even as a backup, he's going to add those 2 to the team chemistry. Everybody else, it's a no-brainer, because you don't need this guy on your team for any reason. It just doesn't make any sense. It's so many other things you can do with the 2,500 training, which is what I'm going to show you in a couple seconds. But I just wanted to let you guys see it so you kind of understand what's going on. Now, even if you are a Cowboys theme team and you're desperate for training, I like it. If you did this would be, it would be tough, because now you got to have 2 Cowboys instead of 1 for the 1 spot. But eventually it's going to be easy for everybody to get theme teams, because they're going to keep putting out cards that give you the additional team chemistries and different variations. It's just that for you guys at this moment, as a Cowboy theme team, it would be a lot easier for you to get that additional, boost. You have the team captains, you got, the Mutt Master, you got the Ultimate Champion, and Devin Hester, all that stuff that get all the team chemistries. There are a lot of ways to get the chemistry, but right now, I believe that this is the easiest way to get the training. And I'm going to take it, but I'm going to show you before I go ahead and quick sell them. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what's going on with the Gridiron Forge. So when you go over to the challenges, I showed you guys this before. I'm just making sure that everybody understands. Obviously, my veterans have probably already raid sold them because you guys don't give a F, and that's what I like about you. When you come over here, just check the milestones. I know that it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Check the milestones. It'll tell you at 80 stars, you're going to go ahead and get the Ezekiel Elliott in his power-up. If you want to go the full 100, get that elite pack, whatever, go for it. I like to complete them because I just don't want them hanging around and just being there. So it's kind of weird for me, but I always just 100% complete it. I know that a lot of them are out of control. I'm not saying that it's easy, because I think the developers, they want to make it kind of difficult because you're getting something free that has value, but they think that it's easy because it's not full games. You're like, yo, complete 9 passes in 1 play. Like, what? Like, it's like weird objectives, and it seems like they're getting, you know, wildly creative with it, and it starts to create maximum rage in most cases. But in this case right now, 2,500 training, look, it's free. You go ahead and do what you have to do, and then now you have the option of a few things. You can power up a card that you really want, or you can go inside the store and you can check the training, you know, the special offers with the training. Now, for 2,500, right, you could take a look and see how you want to work what's in here. Some of you guys that are looking to convert the training to coins, this is something that you can do. Now, you see how you're closest to probably getting an 88 overall veterans player. Those players are down very, very low right now, maybe 190K in most cases. The rising stars, for the most part, it depends. The flashbacks are not that good right now as far as value. And then the heavyweights, you can get lucky and get a 90. So the only thing that I would tell you if you're trying to convert it to coins is to look at these packs and add a little bit more training onto it and try to get lucky. Other than that, you really would, I would probably recommend adding that special ability that you want on a player, you know, powering up a player that you really want to utilize, something along those lines, because it's very, very hard to come by. Even though the training values for the 88s have dropped down to like 70K, it's still, everything with this game is involved with training. So you don't want to get into that situation where you don't have enough. You can never have enough training in this game, because no matter what they do, they always hit you in the pockets for the training. So all of the stuff that's going on right now, because of the recent market crash, a lot of the cards are very, very cheap. So to use your training to actually try and convert to one of these cards would not be lucrative. It would be in your best interest, like I said, power up a current player that you have, or purchase a player and know that you have 2,500 training that you can actually utilize. With the exception of all of the Cowboy Theme Team players, you should be jumping all over this free training. And the reason that we didn't do it sooner was because I wanted to actually see what he was all about. Ezekiel Elliott is not something that's so special that it's going to make me rage sell Reggie Bush. Although Reggie Bush has been fumbling like a complete idiot over the last, you know, couple of weeks, I don't know what's up with him. That doesn't matter. He's still, for the bang for your buck, a lot better of a use of a card, in my opinion. Now, he is a 9er, so he does get that +1 speed, but either way, it still works out for me in that instance, where Ezekiel Elliott is just not a guy that, you know, he's not really like turning the lever like, oh, yo, this guy's raw. Like, he's not doing that for me. So I have no issue at all. So what we're going to do right now is what you guys been waiting for. We're going to go over to Ezekiel Elliott, all right? We're going to go down to Quick Sell, and we're going to get our goddamn training. Right, we're gonna jump our training up and we're gonna do what we need to do. So now that he's gone, right, we can go and take a look at other things that are going on with our team. What else is happening with our team right now? Look at your team. Is there an ability that you wanted to add that you just didn't add? Is there like an X factor that you wanted to add that you just didn't add? Right now, we have 1 AP that we're not using currently. Maybe there's something that we could look at to kind of figure, oh, maybe this guy should have this. Maybe this guy should have that sort of thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways around, you know, making your team a lot better that you guys should probably be looking at right now as far as utilizing the training, not only for the upgrades, but for, you know, just adding abilities, because realistically, the game is all based on training. So the most recent player that I upgraded was Ted Hendricks, aka Ted Hendricks. Now, with him, it was a little bit awkward because it was a ton of training. 2820, 1150, like, look at, it's so much training to do it. So what happens is it gets back down to the point where you gotta find ways to now buy the card and then buy a card to upgrade that card. So at least now you have a head start. And for those of you guys that, you know, you're like, yo, Gmia, like, what's the best way? I would say right now, if you just don't want to spend any money and you just need some training to get a couple abilities, you want to buy a playbook, you want to go into the store and gamble, I would say to go ahead, grab that Ezekiel Elliott and do what's right. You got to do it. Even if you're like, I know it's +2 with the star for the Cowboys, but if you're struggling as a no money spent player, unless you're a good head-to-head player where you're going to be able to make, you know, your coins and stuff like that back up, possibly win some Super Bowls, you know, again, I would just go ahead and get rid of them and then utilize it according to those means that you have. But make sure that your players have the proper abilities. Okay, don't run around and think it's okay to not have abilities on your players. It's not a real good look. I'm just letting you guys know that. I really do believe that you guys are going to have to, you know, pretty much buckle down and figure out how to make these things happen the right way, because If you play this game and don't have the proper abilities on your players, you're really gonna get you're gonna get your butt cheeks handed to you. So this will probably help you to get a jump start on something or finish up powering up a player that you wanted to for a while, but you just, you didn't have the funds. And we've all been there. This Madden has been straight up. You got your wallet ready? No? All right, you ain't getting anything. And that's pretty much it. So quit asking. Hopefully this has been informative to you and you've learned something about it. Go ahead and grab that free training. Let me know if you have any other questions or comments and I'll get right back to you. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.